carving is fun, but not as easy as some people think. Hi, I'm Tyler Black, and I really like wood carving. I have brought this carving of an eagle head and some other items to tell you a little bit about me. This eagle head represents my like of scouting and camping because I made this eagle head for my first wood carving merit badge at Boy Scout camp last summer. I also brought in these 4 baseball cards of my favorite player, Ichiro. He's on the Mariners. Baseball card collecting is one of my favorite hobbies. I brought in these 2 clarinet reeds because I play the clarinet a lot. It's my favorite instrument, and I play it in band, which is one of my favorite school subjects. I brought this computer floppy disk. It represents my talent of working with computers. Whenever I have free time, I usually go on my computer, and I like to do a lot of my homework on my computer too. The final item I've brought to show you is this video cassette. It represents my hobby of videotaping things. Every time my friends or my cousins come over, every time I go to a sports game, I always catch it on camera. I hope you enjoyed my simple explanation of myself using these 5 items.
This is the Midday Show, featuring Tyler Black and Ben Emmerling.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Midday Show. Today we have a very special guest. He was a journalist, soldier, author, and on top of that, he was the dictator of Italy. Please welcome Benito Mussolini.
Hello, everybody. I am pleased to be with you today.
What did you say?
Well, this isn't my favorite place in the world.
Oh my God! You don't like my show?
What are you talking about? God? There's no God.
You don't believe in God?
Well, yes, I am an atheist. So was my father. My mother was a Roman Catholic. Whatever that means.
Wow, it looks like you had a very interesting childhood, Mr. Mussolini. Please tell us more about it.
Well, I was born in 1883 and raised in the town of Proviglio, Italy.
Did you have any sisters or brothers?
Yes, I was the oldest of 3 children. We all grew up in poverty.
So how was your schooling?
Well, I don't remember what school I went to, but I do remember that I was the biggest, strongest, and meanest bully in the whole school.
Because of that, did your teachers like you?
Actually, they thought I was a violent, restless, and solo kid.
Oh. Moving on now. What was your first job?
There weren't many jobs in Italy, so I moved to Switzerland to find one.
Did you eventually find a job there?
At first, I was arrested for being homeless, but then I began my job as a journalist.
Did you do anything else while you were there?
I organized workers in protest because they were cruelly treated underpaid.
Did you ever move back to Italy?
Yes, I moved back to Italy in 1904 to join the army.
Were you married then?
Yes, I married Rochelle Goody and had 4 children.
Did you continue your career as a journalist after that?
Yes, I was named editor of the Socialist Party newspaper. I then started my own newspaper called The People of Italy.
So as I mentioned in the beginning of the show, you're the dictator of Italy. How did that happen?
At first, I threatened to march on Rome and take control of the government, but I stopped because the king let me be prime minister. But in 4 years, I became dictator under a form of government called fascism.
So what is a fascist government like?
A fascist government is ruled by a dictator, me. I expect everyone to work for the betterment of the country. Everyone had to obey the rules that I made.
Who enforced those laws?
I had secret police to make sure everyone was doing what they were supposed to.
Did you have any nicknames while you were the dictator?
Yes. My name was Il Duce.
Now that I think of it, fascism sounds a lot like Hitler's form of government.
He was my ally, and we based his form of government around mine. But I am sorry. I have an important Hitler with my good friend Hitler in 5 minutes. See you all later.
Well, I guess that wraps up our show. Join us next time when we interview Ronald Reagan, the
Name is Tim, and I like to to sing because